Hey there, everyone. This is Sue, and welcome to my December Daily 2019 video series. I started with Thanksgiving week, and I did December 1st. Now I'm on December 2nd. So, so I have a little story here, but I'm not going to tell you the story just yet because the first thing that I want to do, I'm going to move all my supplies actually off of the paper. And there's something I want to do before I show you and tell you what I'm going to put down onto this page. So I keep my little brayer on my desk, and I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use it. I have to use it. So for no other reason except I just want to use it, I am going to put some green paint onto this page. So I don't know if you know what a brayer is, and there's different sizes. This is a small one, but you put something down, usually paint, and it rolls. So it's going to spread it out. So it's something that people use when they do jelly plating. Well, what else? I mean, I use it on my mixed media pages. But all I'm going to do is take this Folk Art Extreme Glitter made by Plaid acrylic paint. Is there a name on it? Peridot. So, and it says it's extreme glitter. And here goes. So I just put some little dots around, and it's very transparent, very transparent. So what it does is it's like you can still obviously, I'm going to put a little bit more on. You can see the pattern paper underneath it. But I'm going to lift it up in just a second. Let me get this rolled out. I mean, you don't have to use a brayer to do an effect similar to this. So if you want to do something like this in your December daily, use a makeup sponge, use a paintbrush, use your hand. Right? Yeah, so I'm just going to do this real messily. And you know what? It just adds another little fun effect to the page. So I'm going to stand up. Let me move everything off. And I do have to dry it, but I want to show you. Look see all that beautiful, beautiful glitter in it? Oh my gosh. So now I'm going to try not to cover it all up. That is the next trick, right? Is not to cover it all up. So that may even change my plans just a little bit. You know what I think I'm going to do? Since I have a binder with the rings in it, I'm going to actually take this page out and work on it flat on my table. So let me do that because it'll be easier. Like, why struggle with this when I can do that, right? So there we go. All right. Now, let me make sure it's in the camera. All right. Much better. Much better. Okay. So now it's dry. All right. So let me tell you the story behind this picture. Let me hold it up. This is the house next to me. This is the house that my grandparents, who came to the United States of America from Poland and Turkey. My grandmother was from Poland, my grandfather from Turkey, in the early 1900s, right, I guess. Yep, early 1900s. And they built this house. And my cousin now owns the house. And when my parents moved from this house, they built the house next to them that I actually own now. So my house is next to this house. And but my mother and her siblings were born in this house. And I lived in this house until I was 5. So, like, my grandparents built the house I live in now. And so I lived in this house until I was 5. But anyway, so I want to document it because the color on this, my cousin's putting aluminum siding up, and it has such a beautiful red barn color to it. And like, I want to ask my mother if she remembers the house being this color, because it has like shakes on it right now. Well, for many, 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 many years. So yeah, so it's just super pretty. And I want to document that is all, being, it's new, right? It's something new. Something new. All right, so what I was thinking was, I really like this. It says home for the holidays. I was thinking I could do something like that. I liked this. This came in the Simple Stories kit. It's a barn, and barn red. And there is a barn in the backyard where they used to have chickens and cows and everything. And so I'm just trying to think if I can somehow get this all together and have it look okay. So, and I do have the number, which is also from the kit. So that's day 2. I have these little buttons from Felicity Jane. Let's see, I don't know. I'm just kind of placing stuff down at the moment. Just kind of getting a feel here. I also pulled out this 4x6 card from the collection. And I also have just these pieces of pattern paper that I've cut for other pages. So I'm going to kind of fool with just for a second. I want to see, I am all about, well, I would cut the end of this off, all about doing some layering, something like that. But see, I still want to get this on here somewhere. Ha ha ha. And I know that that's the wrong way, but I just want to get a feel to see. I'm really kind of liking that whole feel at the bottom of the page like that. So maybe I can put something like this, which actually happens to fit perfectly. It's not covering up the glitter paint that I just put on. It does give a place for these 2 things to sit, so they're not just like floating in the middle of the page. I like that. I like that very much. Where is I have a deer somewhere. Don't know what I did with them, but I don't think he would be good on here anyway. So, and then I have these little enamel arrows and like little triangle things. Oh, here's the deer. Here he is, but I'm not going to use him. So now if I put that all the way down there, see now what I'm thinking is, let me move it to the middle. So I'm just taking you on my thought process with me, right? That, I don't know, just kind of fool around with what you want to use until you find the way that you say, that's it. I do it all the time. Oh, see, now I like that. See, I like that, right? And now I have the number 2. So I'm not sure, that could go in the middle down here. I don't think I would put it up here because that would make it too top heavy. I could even put it to the side. Would I want to add the little deer? No. So let me think for a second. So I do like it, and I actually like it with the number 2 in the middle. Now, I don't know if that's enough stuff on this page. Now, I do have to write on here about this. So I need a place to write. Maybe I really love layering. I really do. So I could even do something like that, which I actually like very much. And then I can document down here. And you know what? I meant to grab some of my project life cards from downstairs earlier today, and I forgot. Now would be a really great time to have that. I'm just kind of looking around the room to see if there's anything I could do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this down onto the paper. So I'm going to take everything off, and I'm going to start and just get stuff down. And if I have to, you know, document my day, or about this photo, I should say, afterwards, I will. That's fine. Right? That's fine. So I'll have that. I always forget that these little sprocket photos, the back peels off and they're sticky. And I always forget that. All right, so now I want to kind of figure out placement. So it's something like that. And we'll get that down. I'm going to place this here, but this is going to go underneath over here. So I'm going to put the two on there next, because I have to put that barn die cut over the top of it. So let's see. Where exactly do I want that? I think I want it right there. And we're going to put the barn right there. And we'll go ahead and get these buttons on here, which I think are the most adorable thing. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. I think I'm going to use my Tombow Mono adhesive to get these down. I don't want to put too much adhesive, well, and I always do. But I really just want to get enough on there to where it's not going to, like when I push it down, the glue doesn't come up through the holes. I tend to do that. And you want to know something? I wonder if there's a top and a bottom to these buttons. I wonder. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is just making sure that the buttons are the same distance from the edge. And what I did was I covered up that corner of that photo, because I like covering up corners, because I don't necessarily like sharp corners or pointed corners. So this, I'm eyeballing it and getting glue all over the place. So don't do as I do. Measure. Measure. Because what I'm doing is making a mess is what I'm doing. So I'm just going to kind of wipe that up. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. So is that about right? Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks really cute. So I like that. I like the way that looks. Now, I do have some washi here. This washi I got from Freckled Fawn, and it's black with gold trees. It's so pretty. It is gorgeous. I wonder if I could, or if that's going to mess it up. Something. Oh, I like that. Okay, leave a little spot and go across. And I'm going to cut the edges so that it's not overlapping. And on this side. All right, I like that. And the reason I like that, well, there's a couple reasons I like it. Well, first of all, just because I think it's pretty. And then I like that it kind of pulls the black from these buttons. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so there we go. I have to document. So I have to get something to put down here. And I will. Let me just kind of see here if there's anything that would work. Well, actually, this could be a really good thing to use. I'd have to cut it. Let me cut it. I might have to take that black washi off after all. I'm going to cut this down to just like the top of the tree. I want to get as much off as I can. You know what? I think I do have to take that black washi off because now I don't like it with something over it, but I will save it and use it another time. So I like that. See, I like that. So it matches that. In fact, that's the same barn as that. It's the same collection. I could also do a wreath, but I like that. So what I'm going to do is let me adhere this down, and I'll go ahead and document about it, but not on camera. Not for any real special reason, except that it would take time, and I don't want to rush. And you know what? Let me put, since I'm going to be writing about this house down here, I think I'm going to put some arrows, some red arrows. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit 3. I'm just trying to think exactly where I want those. So maybe I'll do a red and a white. Let's see. We can always take it off. Nope. I think I'm going to like the red better. And I think I'm going to only be able to get 2. So what it's doing is, yeah, I like 2 on there. What it's doing is that once I write on here, I'm going to like write right over the barn on this piece of paper. I'm just going to write about this and the fact that my cousin Joe is getting it sided. And that's like, I don't know that that's original siding on the house, but that beautiful barn red, I'm telling you, you can't buy that. It's beautiful. So I'll document that down here. What I want to do is actually on this page, I'm going to take my black Uniball pen and I'm going to do some outlining. And you guys know how I outline. Now, it is not easy outlining on top of that paint, that glitter paint, because it just kind of glides over it. But it is making a little bit of a mark. And I'm going to go around the house. And the number 2. Whoops. I do a lot of whoopses. Do you guys do a lot of whoopses? Now, I don't know when I'm going to be back to do another day, because I don't do every single day in December. But I will be back with another video for sure, because I'm going to take you on this journey with me. I like this the way it is. I might find something to put up here. Let me see real quick. So this is kind of nice. And it's going to be too big. Like, I wonder, season's greetings, like that could go up there. I like that. That's pretty. I'm kind of thinking of more of something like with some type of a pine branch. Like this is cute, but this is not the right size. I'm just kind of looking here really quickly. Something like this would be cute. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So it's either going to be Season's Greetings or that. Oh, and I can't decide. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I like both of them. I will have to outline that because right now it's getting a little bit lost, but I'm going to go for it. And then we're going to outline it, and then it won't be so lost on this paper. This paper is like crazy busy. All right, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do my outlining as best I can over that paint. And what this does is it helps these pieces to pop, right? So they're not hiding, they're not getting lost on the page. See? Oh, I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is done. This is done. Now I'm done. So I'm going to hold it up for you to see. I will have below in the description box, as well as I'm going to just kind of turn it that you can still see all the beautiful glitter up there. But I'll have a link to my Facebook group that I started 5 years ago, and it's going strong. It's called the December Daily Inspiration Group, Anything Goes. And I'll have a link below in the description box, as well as I try to always put it in the comments, as well as the playlist for my December Daily 2019 series. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know. Will you also put some paint or glitter onto your page? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here, and have a blessed rest of your week. Bye-bye, everyone.